Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in to join me today on Facebook Live. I'm Julie Robinson, Empathic Psychic Medium, and during our live discussion today, I'm going to be talking to you about not allowing the lack of evidence to sway you because miracles are on their way. So, good morning. Happy Monday. Well, I guess it's afternoon now, 12:20. But it's morning there for some of you. I'm going to share a lot of angel readings and angel messages today. But first, while we wait for people to kind of fall in and see that I'm live, I'm going to share an angel story that I'm guided to share with you all today. So, because I get a lot of questions in my workshops, my angel workshops, and how do you know that it's the angels, Julie? How can I tell the difference between my ego, myself, and the angels? And so I want to share the story with you of just clear angel guidance, like no mistaking it. So there's this one day I was driving down Elbow Drive and I was listening to Tony Braxton in my car. I was just like grooving, and I was just feeling good. And all of a sudden, this very peaceful, almost blissful energy just overcame me while I was driving. And what accompanied that feeling was this message. It was very clear, very short, and it said, "Slow down, there's cops up ahead." And I was like, okay, like that's very possible. So I should probably listen to this because I was going at a clip. And this is the thing about being an empath for me is energy. I mean, sometimes I get carried away with energy because it comes in me. And in the past, I've really allowed it to consume me. But I'm actually trying to work on that lately over the past 6 months. So, but at that time, I was just because I was feeling so good with the music, I was just I was just trekking along. So the angels knew, like, if they didn't help me, like a ticket was coming, a ticket was imminent. So, so I slowed down and I turned the corner on Elbow Drive, and sure enough, as soon as I turned the corner, there was a police car and a police officer with what are they, the radar gun? And it was like pointed, and I was like, thank you, angels. Thank you, angels, that you saved me from getting a ticket. And that's just an example of a prayer after a miracle had occurred. But earlier that morning, I had done what I ask a lot of you to do, which is create a morning routine, a spiritual routine that kind of holds you together, which is calling on the angels, writing in your morning pages. And so I had already given my angels permission to work with me that day. So I was thanking them again. But in the morning, I also thank the angels in advance. I also say, thank you that you are protecting me. I say, thank you that you are healing me. Thank you for the miracles, and the favor that you're bringing into my life. And I thank the angels in a way that it's already done. So it's great. Even if I was really unconscious driving of the speed, if I wasn't aware of how fast I was going, I still had given the angels that permission to be in my life. I had still activated their power. And so that's really what I want to talk with you about today before we get into the live readings is the minute that you pray, a miracle is on its way. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme when I was writing this show this morning, but it just came out. When you pray, the miracle is already on its way. That I'm going to have to tweet that later on Twitter. By the way, are you following me on Twitter? Are you? Because I really want to talk about social media for just a second. So I'm committed to doing Facebook Lives on this page, but I also send out messages on Twitter just to keep you inspired. So it's at Julie333333. So I'm obsessed with the number 7, and I have typed out the number 3 7 times. There's a lot of meaning behind the number 7, so I won't get into it today, but Julie and then the number 3 7 times. I'm also obsessed with the number 3, so that's why it's Julie 3333. I also have an announcement that starting today, I'm going to be providing a weekly angel message from my newsletter list. So if you're subscribed to my newsletter, you would have gotten your angel message already today. And that card of the day is attract your soulmate. So a lot of romantic energy is being featured today. And I'm going to be talking with you a little bit about that. But first, I'm going to send out a link right now to my newsletter. So I just sent that. You should see it appear in the comment section. If you're not already subscribed to my newsletter, I do invite you to click subscribe now, because you don't want to miss those messages every week. They're really there to support you. So this week's message is Archangel Chamuel. And I talked a lot about this in the newsletter this week, that, pardon me, regardless of whether you're in a relationship, either just with your soulmate or with somebody else, or whether you're single, this card still applies to you, because Archangel Chamuel talks a lot about activating your back heart chakra. So there's this hub between your two shoulder blades. I call it the romance hub, right? We get a little tingle when we're with somebody that we feel that romantic energy. We get a little tingle here between our two back shoulder blades, and that is our romance hub. And we draw in romantic energy through this chakra being activated. As you know, I've talked a lot about the chakras being magnets for miracles. So if attracting your soulmate is the miracle that you're praying for, I really recommend that you listen to this message, because single or even in a relationship, because we can be in a relationship and that relationship can be broken, or, it's in the process of being healed, or we're going through a difficult season. And what Chamuel was telling me as I was preparing for the message yesterday was, focus on the romance that's there. Don't focus on what's wrong. And also, she's saying right now, don't focus on what's wrong with you. Focus on your strengths, because when you focus on your strengths, it makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, so really focus on the good, focus on the romantic energy that's already within you now. Really, my message today is about stating things as they already are. I already talked about how in the morning you can thank the angels that they are blessing you, that they are with you. And that's sort of an affirmation, that's stating that things have already happened. When you do that, the universe hears you and hears that message, and will agree with you simultaneously. The universe will go, okay, yeah, you are blessed. Yeah, you are romantic. And it will send more romantic energy to you. And that's really the message here. So I hope that that blesses you. Okay. So I also now want to talk about how this theory of thanking the angels corresponds with something that's very old. So I'm not a religious person. I'm a very spiritual person. But I have read the Bible, and I have studied a lot about Christianity over the years. And the only reason I bring this up is not to turn you off, because some of you are like, oh, I hope she's not going to get religious. No, I'm not going to get religious. But I do want to say there's many things that have been written. Let's just say that. We can all agree that there's many things that have been written that have been, quote, the word of God. And one of those things are that you're blessed, that you're going to be provided for, that you're abundant. So when we get into agreement with these things and we say, thank you that I am blessed, we're getting into agreement with God and the angels. We're agreeing what they say about us. And this is a very, very powerful thing to do, because what you're doing is you're turning those magnets inside of you, the chakras. The solar plexus chakra, if we take that, for example, it's right where our rib cage sits here. It's the color yellow. It deals with issues of power and control. If I affirm, and another way of saying affirm is agree with, right? I'm making firm my belief, my agreement with God that I have balanced power and control, that my power and control is perfect just as I am. I don't need to assert power over other people. If I agree with that, then what will show up in my outer world will be the same as my inner world. So let's say I'm having a power struggle with myself. I might attract another person that I might be in conflict with as well. You see? So if you get into agreement with God, you'll see what he's done on the inside show up on the outside. You see? You see how that works? Right? That's why Jesus says, clean the inside of the cup, and the outside of the cup will also be clean. So the reason why I talk about chakras, right? And in my book, Volume 1, The Spiritual Principles, that's what this book is all about, is how do you tune all of your chakras at the same time every morning so that you're totally in agreement with God, so that what you believe on the inside shows up on the outside in a way that you actually want it to. So I now want to talk to you about something pretty out there that you're going to love, and it's about miracle seeds. It's not in volume 1. It's actually more in volume 2. I talk a little bit about it in volume 1. But okay, so this is true. When you pray, remember I said earlier at the beginning of our session today, when you pray, a miracle is on its way. Okay. Let me also say that when you pray, a miracle seed is planted within you, within the universe, and with God and the angels, right? Archangel Sandalphon takes your prayer and he delivers that message to God. So this seed is that inner works, right? You have now started to open up your energy. You've activated that light within you to draw in that miracle. If I say, thank you, angels, that I'm healing, I've planted a seed of healing. Okay. So here's the thing about planting. Notice I use the word planting, sort of like a garden. So when you plant a seed, you don't see things starting to bloom right away. It can take a while, but it doesn't mean that nothing is happening, right? Remember that message at the beginning. Don't let the lack of evidence scare you. Once you have planted that seed, once you have prayed for that miracle, it is on its way. Unless you have a specific prayer that you have decided to cancel that request, which I doubt you even know what that is. Very few. Okay, your miracle, you have to like pray to the angels of karma. Once you have said a prayer, it's on its way. Good or bad, it's on its way. We're hoping that it's good. That's what I'm trying to support you to do, right? Is pray for things that are good. Really, you have to trust that it's just a matter of time before that miracle comes to you. And that's really the message I want to drive home today. It's just a matter of time. So I know a lot of you right now are going through difficulty because of the pandemic, and there's difficulty with finances, or you're waiting for this to happen, or you're waiting for your store to open, or you're waiting for something, or you're waiting for the love of your life. You're waiting for somebody to turn around. I can feel that. Some of you that's really meaningful to you, and I get it. We're all waiting on something. Believe me, we are all waiting on something. And my message to you today is thank the angels that it's on its way, because it's just a matter of time. So when you say thank you that I'm free from this addiction, you're setting that miracle in motion. So I want you to, instead of pleading from that place of neediness, like, please, angels, send me money, I want you to release that needy prayer, because you're sending a type of energy out there, like I said, that is attracting a like frequency. So say instead, angels, thank you that the seed of this miracle has already been planted. And then let it go. Okay. And again, the situation that you're praying about, you may not see anything changing right now. You may not see anything changing for a while, but the seed has been planted. Okay. Your flowers are not dead. That's a very strong message for you today. Your flowers are not dead. You may have prayed about something in February and it hasn't come about now. Your flowers are not dead. That's the message that I have for you today. You also have to remind yourself that these seasons of difficulty are only temporary. Spring is a time of growth. It's not a time of harvest. I got that message very clearly last night. Spring is a time of growth. It's not a time of harvest. I think it's because I'm a Gemini. I always have to say it again. But I sometimes need to hear a message twice too. It's my birthday Thursday, by the way. They want me to tell you. I wasn't going to announce that, but there it is. I'm going to be 41. Can you believe it? You have to remind yourself the difficulty is only temporary, because we're in a season of growth and we're being stretched. Look, I'm born in the month of May. I'm the first person to say 5 can represent restrictions. It's also that in angel numbers, 5 means positive change is coming. Can we also just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that it also implies you may be in a position right now where you're hoping for that positive change, right? We have to have hope before we can have faith, right? So 5, if you're having a difficult month, you're not alone. 5 is a month of challenges, of restrictions. But the angel numbers say positive change is on the way. So you're going through a season of growth. Maybe you're going through a season where you're being tested. God is asking you to believe, even though you may not see a way. He's telling you that he has a way. And sometimes when you have faith, when it's difficult, your harvest is going to be so much more bountiful. So pass the test and have faith. That's my message to you today. And keep when you get nervous, when you get anxious, keep reminding yourself of that. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. You have to calm yourself down, you guys. It's so important to keep your energy calm, right? Thank you for this scholarship. Thank you that I'm getting this promotion. Thank you, angels, that this money is on its way. Thank you that the love of my life is on his way. Thank you. State it that it's already happened. It's so important. State it that it's already happened, and then act like it's already happened. So don't, like, this is so important. Do not pray. Okay, so let's say you're manifesting your soulmate. And let's say you say, like, thank you, angels, that my soulmate is on his way. Do not go out and act like a single person. Act like you're already in that relationship. Just be like, oh, I'm in this great soulmate relationship. My partner loves me. I'm so lovable. I'm worthy of love. Don't be on a dating website like with this needy energy, or like going into stores like looking for him or her. That energy is actually going to make it take longer. It's going to push that person away. Calm down. Know that you are enough. Know that it's on its way. And don't try to control that outcome or when it happens. It'll happen at the perfect time. God has grace for us at every minute. I mean, it's silly, really. I was thinking about this recently in the past 24 hours. I was like, why do we get so afraid? Why do we get so afraid before situations happen? Why don't we trust that the angels have grace for us? We need to trust that it's already on its way and act like it's already happened. Act like you're already in that relationship. Be calm about it. Be like, yep, my soulmate's here. Act like you already got the promotion. Yep. Yeah, I got that promotion. And feel it on the inside of you. Let it embody inside of you. Put it into your chakras. And that's how you draw it in. I mean, I've got so many stories of how this has happened, and I will be telling you these in the upcoming weeks because they're going to help you. Do not give up on your dream. Also, don't become negative. Don't be like, oh, he's never going to come, or this will never work out. Don't do that. Cancel, clear, delete. That will cancel out your manifestation. You have to get into that place of, you know what? He's on his way. This health, this healing is on its way, especially if you're sick right now or you have an injury that you're recovering from, especially health conditions. You have to say, yes, I'm healed. Thank you, angels, that I'm healed. And not to give up. Don't believe those negative voices, because a lot of us have negative voices. We have to fight against. We have to push through those forces of darkness and believe. So your final message that is a message for all of you today is your miracle is closer than you think. Your miracle is closer than you think. And you wouldn't be hearing this message if your miracle wasn't going to happen. You're hearing this message because your miracle is going to happen. That's why you were guided here today to hear those words right now. So thank the angels that it's already happened, and then let it go. Yeah, I'm so excited to share that message with you. So it is. Okay, I'm going to release the newsletter link one more time. And while I'm doing that, okay, so that should appear there if you want to submit your email. And now I'm going to go to Facebook and see about comments. Hi, Amy. Nice to see you. Hi, Nancy. Yes, trust. It's already on the way. Beautiful. Good morning, Pranisha. She says she's a Gemini as well. Ooh. Oh boy, we Geminis, we something. Thank you, Jessica, for the birthday wish. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Hi, Claudel. 1111 is the jam on my jelly roll. Very cool. So 111 is all about the universe saying to you that you are one with universe. So everything you're doing, everything you're thinking is creating the situation that you're in. Carol Ann Kirby. Yep, she's thanking the angels. Beautiful. Watching from the Philippines. Very nice to have you, Josh. Welcome. Good afternoon, Janet. Nice to see you. Oh, Pranisha said she did get her newsletter. That is awesome. So happy to hear that. Oh, she loves the number 7 too. Awesome, Rachel. Very nice. Jessica, nice to see you. Okay. Good morning, Patty. Happy Monday to you as well. Good morning, Dana. Okay, here we have a question from Shumane. What are her spiritual gifts? Interesting. So, Shumane, you have a lot of light blue around you. I asked the angels today to reveal both themselves to me today as well as your aura colors because they're two different things, right? The streaming coming off colors, those are the aura. And then the angels is something different. You have pale blue coming out of you. Hi, Alan. Nice to see you. Shumane, for some reason, I'm getting that your gifts are talking to the angels. They said you're very clairaudient, and the pale blue angel around you is Archangel Haniel. So Archangel Haniel is a very powerful overseeing archangel, and she deals with cycles of life, moon cycles, and as well clairvoyance. And she's like shaking her head. She's like, "Yep, you're clairvoyant," and she's saying dreams, that your dreams are prophetic. So yeah, you have spiritual gifts, Shumini. Wonderful. Congratulations. Yeah, that's so cool. I wish you all the best with that. Okay, Pranisha's tuning in from South Africa. Okay, they want me to release the link right now. I'm going to keep going through the list, but I'm going to put the guest list, the guest link. I'm going to release that now. If you want to join me in the studio for a reading, I have released that now. You'll see it in the comment below. Jessica loves my cards. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay. So you can start to comment your questions below if you have psychic questions, or I've just released the link for the studio where I am willing to redo live now. So, okay, so let's go to Dana. Dana wants to know if there's messages for her. And if you do want to join me in the studio, that is just right there below. Okay, so Dana, it's important for you to affirm that you are in touch honestly with the feelings that are within you. There's a little bit of denial. There's a denial pattern Michael's talking about. And they're saying it's really important that you get in touch with your feelings in your current situation. It's not that you have a denial about the situation. It's just that you have a denial about your feelings about the situation. And that's keeping you stuck. There's a lot of stuff going on for you actually right now, Dana. I see you have two guardian angels with you watching over you. There seems to be something about a child, and then they're showing me like a male figure that's involved in this as well. And then there's like a woman. I don't know if this is your mom. And then Archangel Raphael is with you, healing you. So there's just like a lot. I almost think it would be good for you to come into the studio and talk about it because there's kind of a lot. There's a lot. Okay, Janet wants to know about her spiritual gifts. You know, Janet, it's interesting. Right now, you're in a position to choose, is what they said, that you're really free to choose. But you make an excellent guidance counselor. You have this very like compassionate way of listening and tuning into people and hearing them. And so I would say if you were to ever open up like your own spiritual guidance counseling practice, that you'd be very excellent. You would excel at that because you have very wise advice and a very empathetic ear. So, okay, so I'm going to write down Patty because I see her. Hi, Stuart. Nice to see you, buddy. Jessica, a message for you. Okay. So, Jessica, your angels talk about being strong and getting done what needs to be done. Archangel Gabriel is really working with you. You have a crystal today too, which is clear quartz. So they really want you to work with clear quartz, clear quartz crystal. And then we got Shannon Hicks. Shannon, nice to see you. You're welcome, Janet. Yeah, you do try to be empathetic. Yeah, it's really awesome. Okay, so we got Shannon Hicks, Patty Phillips, Patty. Patty, they want you to move into gratitude. They said you're overcoming resentments lately, and now the best way to heal with the angels is to stay in a place of gratitude and notice and appreciate every blessing that comes your way. Like, you know, in the morning, say, thank you, angels, for this day. Thank you for the sunlight. And at night, thank you, you know, that I had a great day. Thank you for my food. Gratitude right now is really key and important for you. I hope that helps you. Good morning, Trista. I don't know why I'm saying good morning. I'm just going to be saying good morning all day. I love the morning, you guys. I love the morning. I love the sun rising. So it actually makes me feel happy to say it. So I'm going to just keep saying it. I'm not in denial that it's 12:47 in the afternoon. I'm affirming, you know, that energy, that positive energy for me. Hi, Tess Faye. Nice to see you. You're very welcome, Jessica. Okay, so we did Patty. Let's go to Shannon's message. Shannon, you have a lot of white in your aura, which affirms you have a lot of angelic energy. Hi, Karen. And then we've got Amy Davis. I'm supposed to ask this new group that's coming. If you are subscribed to my newsletter, I also put an angel message out every week. So that link should appear in the comment section for you. Trista's like, it feels like morning to me too, right? So, Shannon, there's a lot of forgiveness energy and a lot of children energy around you right now that I see. And they're asking you to be willing to release old resentments so that you can enjoy your life. Anybody who's harmed you, just totally let it go. Okay? That's your message. Stuart, does Archangel Michael hear me when I ask for protection during meditation? He says that he hears you, but that you're and that you're a believer and that's good and you're praying, but that you kind of block the angels emotionally a little bit. There's a reference to somebody that hurt you a long time ago and you have a little bit of wall. He says you don't know that you have a wall to the angels, but practice opening up your heart to the angels and then you can feel them more, because he says the issue is more that that you don't feel him. And I learned this recently, that we can open up even more to the angels to connect with them. It's a conversation, right? The angels are always there. The angels are there with you right now. So it's just about opening up to them even more. So I hope that makes sense to you. I want to go back to Shannon about the children. Your heart, it's about opening up your heart for the love of children, which is going to create miracles in your life with them. So you're working on that. There's something about open-heartedness here. So I hope that makes sense to you, and you're very welcome. Dolores, and then we'll go to Amy. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Sagittarius. It's fun to call people by their zodiac sign sometimes. It's kind of crazy, but So you have a lot of pale green energy around you, which is Archangel Shamuel, which is funny because we're talking about Archangel Shamuel today, Dolores. This is a very purple and pink card. Those are my colors that the artist did. But actually, when Shamuel comes in, it's a very pale green. So Dolores, your angels want you to be more in the present moment. I'm just sending out a link if anyone wants to join me in the studio. Hardly anybody does on a Monday for some reason. But Dolores, you have to be more present and like more in your body. They said sometimes you go off into worry and the angels want to bring you back to the present moment. So that's really important for you to do, is to stay here in the here and now. And if you find like that's difficult, you can actually ask Archangel Michael to help you. Say, Archangel Michael, thank you that you're coming to me now and helping me to be in the present moment. He is one of the angels of presence, by the way. There's Archangel Michael, Archangel Jophiel, and Archangel Metatron are all angels of presence. I'm just going to put my website, juliespiritualhealer.com. So if you want to learn more about angels, there's actually information about angels on my website that you can go to at any time. So that's your message, Dolores. I want to talk a little bit right now about how each archangel has a ray of light. Often, a lot of spiritual teachers get asked the question, is there a chakra for each angel? And some spiritual teachers don't know, and it's because it's nothing wrong. It's just that we all get information differently. And I was given information for 6 years when I channeled Everyday Angel Miracles Volume 1. And that's available on Amazon Kindle right now, by the way. So what I channeled is that each archangel corresponds to a ray of light. And in addition to that ray of light, there's also ascended masters that correspond to that ray of light. Yeah. So Jesus, he's the Son of God, as well as some people say an ascended master, is on the same ray of light as one particular archangel. Yeah. So, I mean, each ray produces amazing, amazing energy. And this is new information. So I realize that those of you who are of faith, that this is new information. It's newer information to me too. So bear with me. But those rays also associate with the colors and the chakras in our bodies. And when we activate our chakras, we're actually connecting to that ray of light. We're connecting to Jesus or Archangel Michael. And in the book, I go through which archangel corresponds with which chakra. So when you activate the chakra, you're also working with that angelic energy to draw in miracles in your life. As well as on the mental plane, you're saying, thank you, angels, my health is healing or my finance is healing, and you're activating that chakra, which is, in essence, saying a prayer. It's praying so that, a miracle is on its way. And that's sort of the general idea there. So I wanted to share the information with you. Okay, let's go back to, the messages. You're welcome. So we have Neha and Rachel. Okay. Neha, you have a lot of purple energy. Archangel Michael is around you. So know that he's protecting you. There's been a lot of like masculine energy that you've been very like activated with. And your angels are actually guiding you to move into your feminine energy as well. So that energy of receptivity, like I'm safe in receiving, I'm receiving, is what they want to guide you with, Neha. So I hope that message makes sense to you. Okay, Rachel and Stuart's asking, is my mom okay? I never feel her around me. It's the same thing as the Archangel Michael message energy is you have to open up to her because she is around you. She's okay. She says she sends you like signs through nature. Have you ever seen a butterfly? Because she said she sent you a butterfly, which is her symbol for that she's healed on the other side. She's no longer in pain. So did you notice that? She says you need to go out and notice those signs son, that I've sent you, because I've already let you know that I'm okay. So it's just about opening up to her. Okay. So Rachel, your message is to trust. Okay. And yes, Amy, I haven't forgotten about you. I was guided to go around and come back to you. So, Rachel, you have to trust that your prayers are being answered, and that's really the general message for today, is trust that your prayers have been answered. I'm going to do one more message and then I have to go, you guys, they're saying. So Amy, your message is similar to Dolores in that it's really important that you stay in the present moment. They said your thoughts are always in the future, Amy. That must create so much anxiety for you. It's really important to be fully present in the here and now and just deal with the needs of the present moment, is what they're telling me. So again, you can call on the Archangel Metatron to help you to stay in the present moment, and Archangel Michael, because those are two princes of the present moment, princes of presence. And Jophiel is the princess of presence. So I hope those messages are a blessing for you, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. To book a private reading with me, an angel reading or mediumship reading, please book it at juliespiritualhealer.com. Bye. Namaste.